Welcome to DreamLeague Season 7. Yes, we're live from the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios, and I'm back.
Yay!
Kicked you off the hosting chair, sir.
Thank God. It's great to have you back, Sheever. I don't want to be a host. Host is too hard. You gotta lead, know what's happening throughout the day, watch the games.
You did great.
Thanks, God.
I thought you did great.
I thought you did
You're
great.
amazing. It is so good to have you back, Sheever. Thank you for returning.
All right, so we got the regular crew here. We got OD Pixel, play-by-play commentator.
Hello, everyone watching at home.
Yay!
Why are you throwing pillows?
Oh, we got Fogged. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing good. It's not snowing outside. Jack is still living in my room.
You are wearing a Christmas sweater.
Yes.
It was snowing yesterday, so you know it's appropriate. And
Right.
my other one is washing, so yeah, that's about
The
it.
7-hour washing machine.
7-hour wash. I
Swedish
put it in last night, and it's still going. So
All right, and Jack's still staying in your room, so.
yeah, I thought he was supposed to leave yesterday, but no, he's still just camping out. He's like, I don't have a computer back at home, so I'm just not leaving. So that's all
All
right.
right, that's a good argument. And of course, Jake Canner, Sir Action Slacks.
All right, why'd you say my full name? That's
I don't know.
Weird. Now people are going to look me up.
Excuse me, it says so. Look at that bottom over there as well.
Oh, that hit the mic, but that didn't make any noise.
Jesus! Nobody reads, Sheever. Come on.
They better read sometimes. It's good. Because otherwise, how are they going to follow you on Twitter?
Oh, God.
Who's gonna do that?
Only the literates.
There's a lot of people.
I don't want to talk to the stupid literates. The non-readers are my people.
So,
Anyway.
anyway, I actually want to talk about, because we're in a roster shuffle period, right?
Yep.
And it's been very quiet. Everybody is
we've
staying
had
the same. It's been okay. So yeah,
Well,
Yapster
we've
obviously,
had what?
Probably Die.
I mean, Alliance have disbanded. What, is that not public? Yeah, no, that was.
God.
No, they're not disbanding. I'm joking. No one's disbanded, actually.
Just banned him from this tournament.
Yeah, because this is like
Disbanded from this tournament, yeah.
this is like the final shuffle before TI. So I would imagine that, you know, after Kiev, you know how your team's working, but a lot of people seem to just have confidence that they can do it.
Well, Sheever, times have changed. Who has been winning every single major and almost every tournament? OG, a team that has stuck together for a very long time. Before, it was a scramble for everyone to shuffle. Now, maybe it's a scramble for everyone to find friendship and camaraderie.
Are you saying that Valve actually made it happen? Not by like having stable teams are now promoted purely because OG has won a couple with the same roster?
Exactly.
Are you
every
saying
single
scripted?
finals.
Are you saying it's scripted?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting.
Gaben
That's what I
comes
was
out
getting at.
and he says, listen, if you beat OG, you're done. You get the James Harding.
Do you know what happened to the last team that beat OG?
What's
Well,
that?
who was the last team that beat OG?
EG beat them. IG.
yeah, look
maybe-
what happened to EG.
That whole no Secret at the
Yeah,
major,
look
and
what
the
happened to
only one.
Secret.
Secret beat him in Shanghai, and that whole team just nuked.
Look what happened to who else beat
Right
OG?
after the tournament.
TNC
Literally
beat
right
OG.
afterwards.
Victus Gaming at
Look what happened to IG.
DAC.
Nothing. So
It wasn't a major though.
it was
The only
exactly.
people that ever beat him at a
Exactly.
Valve event was systematically destroyed by Valve. JK,
Good point.
please hire me. Okay.
All right, so we do have some shuffles because you got Mag, and Mag is going from CAS to Southeast Asia, which is very unusual.
Unprecedented.
Second person, right?
Second
to do it?
person to go to Asia
To
in
go to
general
Asia in
because
general,
G
right,
went
'cause G, yeah.
to China.
Well,
That was a
few
while
of them
ago,
have
though.
gone, haven't they? We had G. We had what? Black went over there, didn't he?
CAS.
Oh, CIS
Yeah.
players. Okay, true,
Yes.
true. Fair play. Yeah, CIS. No, yeah.
Yeah. So, and also Mag won his first series with Mineski. They 2-1 Fnatic.
Fast. Those are 20-minute games, 25-minute GGs.
Whoa. But
Yeah.
then that means that they also lost in 20 minutes because it was a 2-1.
I only saw I only saw 2 of the games. So and they
Wait,
won
who
they
was
won
it,
2
right?
games in 27
Fnatic.
minutes. So
Well, I thought Mag went to Fnatic.
no, he went to Mineski.
Ah, okay. He's on Fnatic now, anyway.
It's Febby,
Oh yes, Febby and
Febby and all them.
a couple of the Koreans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Febby and Velo. You just said it. Sorry. Yeah, Febby and Velo. That's right.
All right, we're very
Catching
well
up with MVP.
But anyway, I thought it was very interesting because that hasn't happened a lot. Right.
Well, for the right amount of money, you know. Mag cost them 2 million.
Wow.
I just read that
That's a
number
lot
out.
for Mineski.
Oh, and just
Wow.
on some
The other shuffle that is not happening, we don't know if it's happening. Yesterday, Thunderbirds was playing. I believe it was Thunderbirds, and no, it was Complexity was playing,
yes.
and Jimmy was standing in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that there's no shuffle that is announced or anything like that. And obviously, Jimmy right now is still with Digital Chaos, I believe. So it's like, what's happening?
What will I? Yeah.
No, he got.
No, he's a free agent.
He left there a long time ago.
Yeah,
Right.
Bull
That
was
was like
switched.
2 days
before the
ago.
last major, I think.
Like 2 days
Damn.
ago. You weren't here for that, so it's okay.
I was out. So yeah.
Damn.
Actually, I don't think any of DC turned up for the last major. I mean, the whole
Take
roster
it
left.
easy, dude. They did better than expected.
They did actually.
Calm down,
I
calm down.
liked Onyx last DC.
Yeah.
I want to see some more Mason. I enjoyed seeing Mason back on a Valve event. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree.
I never got to meet him in person, but I saw him on your little video. He seemed like a lovely chap. I like Mason.
Yeah, he's all right. He opted out of the Lord Cuxworth video, so, and I
think he made a good choice.
I said, quote unquote, you will pay for this.
I like him even more now. I mean,
I do have to seek revenge on him one day,
Okay.
but
At least he
besides
played
him,
Kundalini.
he did.
He did.
Kind boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
he's
a
a
good
cool
game.
guy.
But are we
chilled.
expecting that roster
chill,
change to happen, by the way? Are we expecting that Jimmy is going to Complexity?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Who are they going to
maybe-
lose from Complexity?
Because they
though?
had Vlad, but he only played a couple series with them, maybe even
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 series.
I've never heard of this Vlad. Where is he from? Is he an NA player or?
Not that I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't really know much. I actually didn't really know much about him. They were very hyped about him, though. They were
Okay.
just like, this guy is super legit.
Yeah.
And then now, like as of yesterday,
And then
Oh, God,
Jimmy was
Jimmy,
playing.
get the hell out of here.
but I'm not. That's like I don't know. I don't know if Jimmy's like full out playing because I think that's a pretty hard switch up. Like Jimmy, he's a very vocal kind of guy. He has a very hard like, personality. Swindle Melons.
they
I feel like
clash.
those two. I think there's gonna be a bit of a clash if they do stick with that.
Well, yeah, but sometimes those kind of big talking personalities are good for a team.
that's true. It can
And
be lots of
it's
ideas.
really bad to have one big talker on a team because he makes all the decisions. It can be super beneficial to have 2 loud people on the same
And
team.
now
That's
you've got
true.
2 different ways you can end up throwing the game. You know, do you want to throw it Jimmy style or Melon
Jesus,
style?
oh, you're on fire today.
All right,
This kid,
before we
the red
continue,
pillows.
in a little bit, you can, right now for you guys, you can ask us questions, and in a little bit we'll answer them because there's
Oh.
obviously the delay. So here down below you see that our Twitter is @DreamHackDota. You tweet at that, or you use the hashtag, which is there,
There it is.
and which is DH
can't reach that
DreamLeague.
one.
It's right here. It's right there. Right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
All right.
So there's a 2-minute delay, and you can ask us anything you like, and we can choose to answer you or not.
What?
But we'll see.
It's not an ask me anything. We don't have
It
to
isn't
say.
ask me anything, but that also means that we can answer anything.
We will answer
You can pull
anything.
the answers from the other day that Owen and Slacks were having.
That's
you know,
right.
their debate between shrines being put on people's
If
backs.
you guys
and
ask, we will answer no matter what.
Yes, we will answer any question.
Anything.
All
Okay.
the deepest secrets you've ever wanted to know of behind the scenes, we'll answer it.
all the drama.
Oh
we
God.
might not answer with a good... Well, we don't have to answer...
We don't have to answer truthfully.
No, which
But we
we
might.
don't half
I've
the time.
seen a Dota 2 talent kill somebody. Ask me who, and I'll tell you.
Yes, find out more about Nahaz.
Oh.
Later on.
The spicy Owen today. Woo! All right. Anyway,
What a day.
we got any other news?
No, we don't.
Not that
actually,
much,
because
actually.
it was very quiet. It's been very quiet, and I'm so surprised because normally at this time of the show we have a lot to talk about, but it's been like if you look at websites,
there was
it's
something
just
else,
so
wasn't there?
quiet. All the qualifiers are going on.
Shall I check? I'm going to check the news.
There was something
I'm
else.
going to check Dota news.
Thanks,
See
buddy.
Some
what,
of
see
this
what
stuff
we're missing. I'm sure we're missing something.
It's been
Let me see. What's the hot
it's been
topics?
full of qualifiers. Everybody's trying to qualify for the summit, for epicenters going
Yeah,
on as
there's
well.
lots of games going on. Late at
Lots of
night.
games, lots of Dota.
Oh, there was
going
the
on.
bug. You could talk about the bug.
Oh, the bug last. That was
Yeah.
only like 2 hours though.
But it was quite-
Yeah,
cool
it was
bug.
fixed fast.
Yeah, there was just flying vision above towers, and certain heroes had like full vision of the map and stuff at times. It was pretty bizarre. Jack was. He was actually very vocal last night. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe even 5 o'clock in the morning. He's just screaming at the laptop.
Didn't
I'm like,
you have
what
the
is going
message
on?
saying that you're not allowed to make sounds past 10 p.m.? That was actually in our welcome letter.
I thought it said you have to. I thought it was some kind of Swedish tradition that every night at 10 p.m. you had to go, oh!
No,
no,
that's not a Swedish tradition.
not a Swedish tradition.
But as long as you've had no complaints, you're good.
No complaints. Jack's just been just losing MMR.
When do you think the time will come to evict Jack? You have had enough.
I think it might be tomorrow. I think that might be the cutoff.
Get the hell out of my room.
But he has a flight back planned.
He
right?
does. I don't know what time it's planned for, but I'll make him a nice
He might
goodbye
delay
dinner.
it again.
Okay.
What if he decides to stay forever, dude?
What if he? Yeah.
Well, you just ring the government, tell him he's there illegally, and then these people come and take him out of the country.
Yeah,
Gee, I wouldn't do that.
Sweden's
He's a
great
sweet
at
man.
that.
Evict him.
I would never do that to Jack.
He is very nice,
mean.
man. But when playing Dota, he does turn into something different.
Oh,
we
it
all?
was great though. I'm like talking to people on Discord, and they're just like, "What is that Jack in the back? I didn't know he was so vocal. He's just screaming at his team." I was like, "Oh my god!"
He comes across when he sits here and has, you know, as a panelist, he's just very well spoken, very softly spoken, and then he plays Dota. And then he turns
On the
into a
internet, we can
beast.
be whoever we want to be. Some people want
He's
to be.
just trying to win.
Just want to swim.
Hey,
I told that to a guy the other
Everybody
day.
just
Have
tries
you
to
ever
win.
tried to be someone you're not on the internet? Like
Catfished my
yeah, have
team?
you ever catfished in the past?
I've never catfished. No.
Have you ever-
Oh, that's
That's what it's
not
called?
true. That is not true. One time when I was really little and I went to the library to use the computer, I went on a conspiracy website and I pretended to be an alien. Yeah.
Does anyone
an
believe
alien.
you? I mean,
Probably. I mean, it's a conspiracy website.
did
can
you
literally
believe
say
yourself?
any-
Did you post
I
as
was
an
like,
alien
oh my
and go,
god, they're convincing me. Maybe I am an alien. Those were the good days, back when like online trolling was like, hey guys,
It's new.
I'm an alien. Not like, hey, I'm gonna go to your Facebook and tell you to do terrible things to yourself.
What?
Like, that's,
face? What? I've not heard that.
you know,
What's
like
that, Troll?
online bullying. That's what kids...
Were you an online bully?
Hell no! We didn't even have online when I was a kid. Unless you want to take your floppy disk and put it into someone else's
Did you
computer.
used to use floppy disks?
Way back.
Did
That
you
was like
ever-
an elementary.
Did you ever
school.
have any? Did you ever
Zip
play?
drives.
Did you ever play any good games on floppy disks?
Lemmings,
Lemmings.
Lemmings was hype.
Keen.
I never heard of Keen.
Tank, the tank game.
Tank,
Did you,
yeah, tank.
Did you ever play
That's the only one
Chips
I know.
Challenge?
What?
Chips Challenge.
Chips Challenge?
You played Chips
It's like the oldest game I ever
Where you
played.
walk around
Hell yeah!
and you like stand on the buttons.
Do you ever play the Avalanche
And then
game?
every time you die, it goes bum up.
Bum up.
Bum up.
You ever play the
Bum up.
snowboarder where
we have a
Stop playing that
question.
rude
you
game.
make it
Yeah,
too
bum
far,
up.
the abominable
Yeah, and
snowman
then the
comes
guy
out and you're like, how do I make
I
this?
never understood
I
that
don't
game.
know.
I was like, why does he kill me?
What's
That game was
happening?
horrifying. That game was terrifying.
Sorry.
Yeah, because what made it? Was it just
No,
RNG?
no one knows.
Why does he come and kill
No one
you?
knows. I think it's like when
Just
it
when
just
you-
runs out of time. It's just like, fuck you. That was
It's terrifying.
And game over.
right. That
Just
game
ends
taught
the
me
game.
that
The
life
worst game.
isn't fair.
I didn't like that game because it was just. It was like the first horror game I played.
And you can-
scarred me
Tantellers
for
has
life.
a question
All right,
for
sorry.
us.
I've never been skiboarding because of that.
Oh, there's that Alone in the Dark game
Skiboard,
too.
no,
All right,
skiboard.
we gotta answer the
We got a
question.
question. All right.
Oh, yeah.
If you could delete one hero from the game, who would it be and why?
Tackies.
Ah, boring answer.
Sorry, Slacks.
Boring answer. If I could delete one hero from the game,
What about look behind you? Take a look at
I'm
one of
trying to
those
think of
heroes. I think there's one
inspiration.
there that we could definitely delete.
Earth Spirit?
Viper, dude. That hero
dude,
is so
come on, some
boring.
people like Viper. It's not
No, you would
fair.
have to leave.
Yeah, it's Mott's favorite hero.
Oh, definitely deleted that.
I would delete.
I would delete Broodmother. She's just annoying. I don't like
Yeah,
to
but no
play
one
her. I don't like to
plays
play
her.
against her. She doesn't bring a fun element to the game. Broodmother. And she's a spider.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. You're appealing to a lot of people. there.
Yeah.
I would delete Storm Spirit.
Why?
What? Think about how many careers you could end at once. Blitz Dota, never relevant.
Are you going to
Sumail,
retroactively
never relevant.
delete it?
I'm talking about like remove from
What
history.
you got against the man and Blitz?
No. He
I'm
means
nothing.
like, he
I'm
means
just
from
saying,
history.
as aggregate evil, removing Storm Spirit would be your best move. If you just wiped him from existence.
Who is the sex symbol of the Dota scene? Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain.
Wait, are we
I think
talking
this
about
means,
like
I think
talent?
this means talent or people.
Well, it does
doesn't
not
specify.
specify.
It doesn't specify. So we can answer however we want.
I would say axe.
Oh, I'd say Fly.
Fly.
Fly is the sex symbol.
Maybe.
He is this champion, this winner in everything at life.
Yeah.
Chef
That's pretty
Josh.
Chef Josh is up
Chef
there.
Josh.
Chef Josh is
Chef
like
Josh.
yeah, Fly and then Chef Josh. I would say the two. Fly's like the guy, and then Chef Josh is the guy you go to if Fly's not your
No.
type.
Ask any woman. Do they want muscles or do they want a man that can make her breakfast?
That's true. The Chef
Chef
Josh.
Josh.
Chef Josh.
Damn!
I'm,
comment
dude,
makes
no,
you
I'm sure Fly can cook.
Actually,
I can't imagine
and
Fly
healthier.
can't
And
cook.
healthy.
Yeah,
Healthy,
Fly
but
I was
healthy
gonna
meals.
say because he can cook, but he Instagrams
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And he does Instagram stories and stuff, and you see his food. It's not always looking very tasty because it's very healthy.
See,
It's always
Fly would
fish
keep
and
you
veggies.
healthy.
Lots of fish and
A lot
veggies.
of veggies.
Fly would keep you healthy. Chef Josh would just let you eat
Yeah, but
whatever you
Fly's
want.
like one of those like guys that's gonna be like, babe, it's 6:30, time for your sit-ups, and you're just like, oh God. Listen,
But then
guys
you-
at home, if you want some advice, you want to know how to land some ladies, learn how to cook just 2 things. Trick them into thinking that you could cook a breakfast thing and a dinner thing.
Well,
and once they're fooled and you marry them,
Zach,
you're free.
Well, what have you cooked for a lady that's worked?
I can cook it
Yeah.
1 omelet with, I just know how to cook omelets, and I know how to make sausage and pasta. Boom. And I use like all
scratch.
the leaves and everything. Don't you crickets me! That shit got me a fiance. She had no idea. I burn eggs.
And you
She
just
does-
said
Can you
it
burn
on the
eggs?
internet.
Huh? It's too late.
She doesn't
I already
already said
debated
yes.
her. And
She
once
already
you
said
once
yes.
you say yes to the fiance, you're fucked.
All right, so we're actually here for the Dota.
Oh really?
Yes. Just in case anybody was forgetting about that. The Dota games today feature mouse sports. We actually have 2 mouse sports series. We haven't seen them yet, so it's going to be exciting. They're going to go up against Team Secret and against Vega Squadron and Fogged and OD Pixel. I would like to hear from you what you guys are expecting. Are the 1-1s going to continue? I know we had one exception. Is Secret going to do it again?
I think Secret are looking very good indeed. Mouse Sports, we don't really know what to expect. How did they do at the major? They won 1 series, right? Didn't they on the major? No, they did not do that. They won 1 game.
1-1 game.
They won 1 game. Who's that game against?
Elemis Pro Gaming? Are you?
No, he's talking about the major.
Kiev. Who did Mouse Sports play in the first round?
They played a hard team. It was versus
was a hard team,
It was a
wasn't it?
Chinese team.
IG, right?
Was it IG? I want to say it was IG.
I think so. It was IG.
It was IG, right?
I think it was IG, and it was a really good. Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
good
But
game.
they took 1 game.
Yeah.
So against Secret, I'd say that one is going to be the 1-1. And then the Vega versus Mouse, I think I would actually say Vega will 2-0 Mouse. I think they're a little more reliable.
All right, all right.
But I think Secret, as I said, I think the Secret series will be literally 2 stomps. Secret are going to crush them 1 game, and then 1 game Secret are going to make a mistake, have a bad draft, and Mouse will crush them.
All right. How about you?
Oh man. After seeing all these Secret first games of the days,
They always-
they've
that's
been
the
really
thing.
doing this
Yeah.
weird stuff the first games, but
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 Secret for the first one,
All right.
and then I'm going to go 1-1 the other way for Mouse, Vega. I think like they played yesterday. I think these teams all been playing each other like a lot and seeing each other so much that they have a lot of information, and Mouse is sticking to their same style. They're picking a lot of Wisp, a lot of like Bane and stuff like that. Just
So
same standard stuff.
Mousesport's going to play 4 games, and you both think they're only going to take home 1 from that.
Yes.
That's very sad.
That is sad.
That is very sad.
This is a team that was built on DreamLeague. Okay? London Conspiracy, Ad Finum, Mouse Sports.
Wait, they were never London Conspiracy.
Same boys.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they were.
Not all 5 though.
Well,
No,
like
London
3 of
Conspiracy
them.
was a
3 of the 5
different
of
team.
them.
That was.
It was
Is
3
it
out of
3?
5.
3 out of 5.
It was the same team. At some point, they replaced 2, but it was the same team.
I thought it was only 2 out of 5.
Nope.
The 3?
3.
It was definitely Madara, and who else was definitely on London Conspiracy?
Skylark and Thug.
Scarlet was.
And
Oh, and Thug. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is
I'm
a
pretty
team
sure
that
it was
was
three.
born
Pretty
and
sure.
No, I
raised
think you're
on
right.
DreamLeague. They saw their beginning to their meteor rise. They gotta do better than that. Come on.
They do. You know what? Someone who can tell us all about that is our guest of the week. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. We'll see you back in the war room in a second. But
shit.
first, it's time for our guest of the week. And our guest of the week, Nahaz.
Hey guys.
How are you doing?
Well, that was fun. I got a little exercise running out here. They told me the bumper was long, but not so much.
I mean, it could be shorter. It's still a 15-minute bumper, I think. 15 seconds, sorry. 15 seconds.
15 minute? Well, now we know why it took so long to get to the count. It's a 15-minute long bumper.
So how are you enjoying Sweden?
Well, I really haven't seen very much of Sweden yet. I got off the plane and slept for about 15 hours, and here I am. That's the dream, man.
You've been outside a little bit. It's cold.
Yeah, I can't believe I managed to travel to a place colder than Canada. But
Ooh.
that's what I did.
So what keeps you busy at the moment?
Well, boy, oh boy. So classes just ended.
Yeah.
So on the plane on the way over, I graded final exams.
All right.
Oh.
That's a fun plane, right?
I'm sorry, students. And now I get to do some Dota stuff. I just am still getting over the fact that you actually just said on a broadcast, Slacks, once you trick them and get married, you're free.
You're done.
That's a single guy saying that.
No, what? That's not true. I mean,
after you get married, you're free.
There's too much paperwork. They can't break up with you after unless like they really want to. The trick is just don't
tell them, guys. Just let it be surprised.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I'm fine. She doesn't understand these things. Anyway, this is just locker room talk, guys.
Oh,
It's all good.
God.
If the president can do it, so can I.
Vote Slacks 2020.
Anyway,
Let's not talk politics.
No,
Ozzy.
please stop.
it's good to have you, buddy.
Good to be here. It's
Yeah,
going to be a
yeah.
lot of fun.
So did you manage to catch some Dream League?
Yeah. So 7 out of 8 series 1-1 so far.
Yes.
I think we're gonna break that streak, guys, in the next
Yeah.
couple of
Really?
days. Yeah, we got some series that I think are gonna be pretty decisive. Others I think are gonna be really competitive. And Mouse Sports is a team. They're gonna be a lot of fun to watch. We're gonna get to see them in both series tonight, and they're just a team that they're really still trying to reinvent themselves after Boston, because they played a great style where they won the lanes and maintained pressure all over the map. That's just much harder to do after the introduction of Shrines. Games, early ending games ending before 25 minutes is a lot more unusual now. And Mouse has just, they've struggled to overwhelm people in the mid game after winning the lanes like they did before.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've really never thought of it like that before. Shrines really did kind of counter their whole play style. That's incredible. So
Well, it just
they came second, and Boston's like, Val's like, nope,
sorry
No,
guys.
not anymore.
they came too close to beating OG.
Yep.
Put in Shrines.
No, it's you obviously can still play pressure Dota in the mid game, but you can't just necessarily knock on somebody's tier 3 steps at 17 minutes anymore like Miles was doing.
Yeah.
No, that is a lot more tricky. And I mean, in terms of ties, last Tuesday there were ties as well. We had 2 1-1s, but they were exciting games, and of those games we have got the top 3 plays for you.
Save the Terrorblade, not even including the Aegis and the Cheese. Now just so that they don't have any creeps on the side. Mid one trying to go on to Ghosting, but again, the Sonicross doing so much. There's the charge for it. In fact, whoa, okay, that's a big combo here. Grabbing them all, the freezing fill from Puppey, bringing them down low. They'll take down the Tusk. They do pop the Aegis. Chappie there with the BKB, turns towards Kezu. Kezu out and down. Chappie, the final raid boss here. Can Secret do anything about it? Yapsor charging back in onto the OD, brings down the OD, FN's out. Chappie still sitting pretty much at full life. Turns towards MP. Manning up now against mid one. Hurricane pokes himself away.
I knew I'd be back.
Later on, Diffusal now for the Ursa 2 with the BKB. And here we go.
Straight in looking for Matuma Man. Tornado and EMP to follow through. GH tried to jump in to help out the team. The dust is out. Shema the Slayer comes in with the crush, but the Repeller Matuma will save him. They've got the Telekinesis and Duel onto the Omni Knight. The swap save attempted by Matuma Man, but the combo flies through from the Invoker, and that's going to be Matuma Man and Mind Control out. Chaotic Offering has been dropped, but with the freezing field as well from Silent, forcing Liquid back. They've lost 4, and he is almost certainly not going to make his way out of it. They've got the lockdown with the Telekinesis. Vega Squadron will find themselves the team wipe. GG's called. It is much too much. And we're going to see Secret try and make for a play here as they lead in behind mid one. Trying to use the TA as bait. See who they can get the catch on. Mid one ready to lead in. Chappie finds the opening, posts the BKB straight away, making the go onto Puppey. Puppey melts. That's going to be the first casualty. Yapsor charges past, jump forward from Kezu. Gets the Jewel onto the OD on the back lines, but the Arcade is still punching through into him. That's going to be a second loss here for Secret. They'll lose Yapsor as well. MP, he's almost certainly going to drop. The Sanity's not doing a lot of damage, but the Arcane Orbs will finish him off here. And they get 4 kills. Sentry's been dropped down as well as mid one tries to melt his way out of this, but Secret, they just get absolutely steamrolled. 5 deaths.
Yeah, those plays right there. We had Team Secret losing 2 out of the 3 fights in the clip right there. I swear, it wasn't planned.
No, not planned.
Not scheduled. I mean, at all.
Yeah.
And the last 2, you know, we talk about all these series going 1-1, just some fantastic upsets we've had. And those last 2 were 2 games that I thought Secret and Liquid looked really good in. And they just take kind of suboptimal fights on the dire side of the map, and you see how quickly one fight can turn a game around.
Yeah, and I think that also comes back to Shrines a little bit. Because it's just so much. We talked about that in a couple of post-game interviews as well. It's so much more difficult to go high ground.
Yeah,
that's really where things fall apart. If you have a good plan, that's great. But the moment that you get stuck there, it's basically up for grabs.
Now, that's what a lot of the players were saying in the early parts of Kiev is why they were buying all these Midases. Is that you feel like you need such a lead right now to go high ground reliably that you drop one fight and all of a sudden the game stretches on, and if the other team has a lot more resources than you do, you can be in trouble.
Yep. So a lot of 1-1s. That means that scores might not be super exciting. We will show them anyway, though, because that gives you an idea of what's going to happen. Because there's 8 teams here for the European division. A couple haven't played yet. We haven't had Mousesports play yet in Virtus Pro as well. But Mousesports, of course, 4 games today, so that's going to change. And Team Secret, as the only team that has got a 2-0 so far, and the team that has, at this point, played most games, they're safely on top, and we'll see if they keep their position there, as we will have them play against Mousesports as well. Now, Team Secret have been a little bit wonky. We just heard Fogg say, he said that Secret was going to do this 2-0 for the first start of the day, but he wasn't really sure about it because so far the first games that Team Secret has played, they pick Wind Ranger. Support.
But they're a lot of fun. For this entire tournament. They've been extremely experimental, kind of putting Yapzor through his paces and everybody, and making sure they can find that team cohesion that they're looking for, which is exactly what we want to see here on DreamLeague. It's what we expect. Teams to be having fun, but still playing to win. So they have quickly become one of my favorite teams to watch, so I'm super hype.
Despite the Wind Ranger picks?
Yes, I love watching Wind Ranger lose. So it's definitely one of my favorite teams to watch throughout this tournament.
Well, I knew there was a catch.
I did, just in honor of you, Slacks, saying Slacks is right is one of the most painful things that I ever have to do, but Wind Ranger is actually statistically the second worst worst hero in the history of Pro Dota. If you add up...
Are you serious?
Yes. If you add up almost 3,000 games that she's been played, and if you add up the ELO shifts in all 3,000 of those games, she's the second worst per game of all the heroes. I want to know, do you guys have any guesses who's the worst?
Knowing you, I would guess it'd be Omni Knight because you're looking for that turnaround.
I wish it had been.
Man, that would I quit.
Knight. You're close though.
Really? I would say Oracle.
Oracle's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oracle is
by
garbage.
far. Yes.
Garbage. Well, people always think that he could work in a situation, but people don't spend a lot of time practicing him, I don't think. And there's only like 2 good Oracle players in the world, and he's actually pretty easily counterable, isn't he? So. Second worst hero?
Second.
We're not going to live this down.
I actually really love the heroes.
I'm actually so hyped. Oh my god.
Next time we talk to Yapzor after the game.
Oh my god.
Yapzor, did you know?
This is why I love Nahaz. Your stats bring a lot of people joy and happiness and information. For me, it's just fuel for in-game flames.
Fuel for the flame.
I love it. Did you know that statistically you picked the second worst hero?
I am now
going
to hear this repeated how many times? Wow, I'm so sorry I did this.
You could have saved that till the end of the show, but we're going to hear this.
I have to throw Slacks a bone early on.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Every time I see
Nahaz, do you guys both think that it's going to be 1-1 then for this coming series, Secret Mouse?
I think that the most likely outcome is 2-0 Secret, because I just think they're... I think one of the things that you guys were talking about is definitely true, in that this is the time of year. It's always been my favorite time of year to watch Pro Dota, because it's almost like watching scrims. This is the long build up to TI. Teams are working on their new strats. Teams are acclimating to new rosters, and you get to see a lot of very experimental games played. But Valve sent a very strong message last year in only inviting 6 teams to TI. And so you got every team knows that they need to play events. And that's why you got all these LANs coming up, and all of the top teams are participating in multiple LANs.
You gotta win, and then you gotta also win the right ones.
Right.
preferably 2 if you have the chance.
2 or 3.
I mean, there's some lands that you just don't know for sure if you're going to be invited right after, right? And also depends on which other teams are competing. Like, you don't know, so you got to just play everything. It is very uncertain period, I think, for a lot of teams. It can be very stressful. I can only imagine.
Sure. But I have a lot of confidence in Mouse Sports, too. I feel like they went up against a very difficult opponent there in Kiev.
Yeah.
And they were looking pretty darn okay in the qualifier times, too. So, although while I feel like Secret has been a lot of fun to watch and they're very experimental, I feel like Mouse Sports is not going to be like that. They're going to take it very seriously. I think they're going to go in with everything they got. So, I could definitely see a 1-1 coming in the next series.
Fair enough, fair enough. Who do you think is going to be the key players for each team?
Oh, that's a hard question. I wish I had a big group of people that could help me with that in a percentage-wise style.
What?
Okay.
Great. And what I was hoping to... I was hoping to transition to something.
No, what we do have is the stats that the Twitch chat has in terms of who's going to win the series, but unfortunately MVP vote. It only works when you're hosting, Jake.
Oh.
When I'm hosting, everything falls apart.
That's because you're the MVP, Cheever.
That was pretty good. No, I think you've got to look at. We had the graphic up earlier, I believe, at Yapsor.
Yeah.
I think he is right now one of the most explosive playmaking sports in the game. If you look at average assists per game since 7.0, Yapsor is at 16.8. Nobody else is. Everybody else is over a full assist per game behind that. He's a playmaker, and I think. If you look at Secret before, they had this incredibly stable support duo in Puppy and Pile I Die. They rotated off who was the 4 and who was the 5, but you didn't necessarily see the two of them take over games very often. And Yapsor is the kind of player at the 4 position that can just take over the game.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that on his Rubik, of course, which that was when it's like, okay, Secret's back, or rather Yapsor is back. Yappy Hot 4. We have, by the way, the draft.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
I do believe we do.
All right, I got to get this in, though. You can talk all that you want about Yappy, sure, but this is Mouse Sports Premiere, and may I remind you about the god of Boston,